Hello everybody, welcome back to I Want to Hug That Gator. It is I, Will, once again, and we are going to be doing more reading today. Without further ado, let's get started. If you enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. Last we left off, we were at the arcade, and turns out Olivia's favorite game was updated to where she couldn't use it anymore because it required foot pedals. So we decided we would do the foot pedals for her. She would squeeze our wrist every time she wants us to press it. And the game, I'm assuming, is basically like Time Crisis. Not so tight. Dude, hit the damn pedal. It's like playing with It's like playing with controller lag. Ink out. Sorry. Holy crap! This is even worse than I remember. Hi, it's me. I'm guy that makes sense. Here you can see I put the respawning enemies in front of the place where you're forced to cross. I came up with the idea while eating a bird. I don't even want this. I don't even want the state of my ears to me. Fucking damn it, not again. Whew. This game sucks. Wanna play again? He's a bit intense. When Olivia finally releases her grip on my wrist, I feel the blood rushing through my imprint she left. We ended up playing 4 or 5 games total. That's probably enough. I'm going to move on. You? Are you sure? I don't want to keep you here all day. Olivia looked over the machine one last time before sliding the plastic gun back into its slot. I'm so disappointed that they changed it, but thanks. Alright, this bit of games are end anyways. Let's go. A stray thought from before I really got to know Olivia careens to the forefront of my mind. Sometime along the way, people started calling her Hot Wheels. Don't remember why. Don't remember really who or when. But all I know is it's proof she's got that fire in her. A fire in her. Before she can roll away too far, my hand takes a hold of one of the chair's grips, jolting the down girl from her sullen stupor. Say, I've got an idea, Hot Wheels. Oh, god damn it, Inko. Why do you do that? Why don't we try and figure out what game you're so good at? Why don't we try the fighting game you were so good at? The fighting game... Olivia's jaw clinks shut, and her hands ring together tightly. Arcade cabinets can't change, right? I mean... Her gaze turns towards the opposite end of the arcade, and I can hear the loud hollers of competition from here. Come on, Hot Wheels, what do you say? The name seems to invigorate her. Her glancier iris is hardened, and her ivory claws touching at her wheel. An eerie grin creeps across her features, tongue polishing and insincere as her predatory eyes latch onto a particular cabinet on the far side. Olivia picks a direction and speeds off, parting the sea of sweaty dinos and leaving a small space of safety in her wake. After a short while passing some digital pachinko machines, she looked back at me for a moment as if to confirm my presence and to say, "Don't lose me," and then yanked her wheelchair to launch herself through the building towards the new destination. What? Hey! I finally give chase, following as best I can while avoiding the rest of the awestruck players that just witnessed a high-speed dino girl shoving them aside in her wake. As we get closer, the atmosphere seems to grow thicker. The very air becomes dank and heavy, almost as if someone dialed the humidifier up to 11. Also, I got my water here, because talking for so long makes my mouth very dry. For a second, I have to stop in my tracks to catch my breath as I try to cool down as my shades begin to fog up. So this is the power of the fighting game crowd. I heard things, but I thought these were jokes. Through the fog, I spot Liz, or rather Liz's head sticking above the crowd. Yo, you found us! Getting closer, Damien and Liz's head come into view. Olivia stops, checks one last time that I didn't get washed away in the crowd. Then moves past Damon and Liz, coming to a screeching halt next to a particular cabinet that was occupied by someone else. She creature removes a shiny coin from her pocket, placing it firmly down on the controller for the current player who hardly glances at her. Ugh. As I step closer, I'm able to overhear an exchange between the two dinos. The greaseball ankylosaur, without even looking away from the cabinet, starts rattling off his credentials to Olivia as if it was some job interview. You know I'm the best Juraskick player in the side of Valkyria, right? Double S-ranked 3 online tournament wins. Besides, it's 50 cents, not... Shut up and nut up already. I know that. That's from fucking... the movie, Zombieland, I'm pretty sure. Olivia's voice causes the ankylosaur to grimace and finally turn his head. You really want to try me? Look, oh, what the fuck? The fuck? It's one of those again where it cuts off. Look, Tiny Tim, you gotta know that I'm... His jaw clinks shut as his eyes manage to sweep above and then down to Olivia, his eyes squinting as his retina slowly adjusts to the low lighting of something not displaying brightly colored pixels characters. Bro, you know you can't be bringing chairs over here, not after last summer. Olivia growls and raises a fist, and I think that pale-scaled dino finally sees who's challenging him. His mouth flops helplessly as he tries to explain himself before just stopping himself completely. Never mind. Sorry. The Gator girl sighs and taps the finger on the quarter she placed down. Rules say you can't refuse, right? He tilts his head in confusion. You know, you look to be the champ here, right? Yeah, how'd you know? This is the champ's cabinet, right? Damien comes over by this point, followed by closer by Liz's head. Champ's cabinet? Unofficial, but that's the oldest one here. Been here since the dawn of time. It's like sacred or something. I'm over at the old machine. The paint on it is chipped and positively covered in marker ink, to the point where the only legible thing on it is the very juvenile edit of the game's title. This thing? Yeah, man, they only ever let the head honchos actually use it. If you're spotted trying without credentials, you end up headbutted. That's bull, but I believe it. I look back at Olivia, who's having a withering stare down at the squat guy she challenged. Look, lady, I'm a big deal here. Buster O'Nuts, crown champ of all Valcaldera. This particular Juraskick machine's got a history. It happens to be the same machine that Dino the Rex Goat managed to parry. Quit stalling and fight me already. I'm just setting the stage is all. Plus, you think you're the only challenger I've got? Looking around, I notice that there is now a group surrounding us. On my title as champion, I'll take all comers now. A hushed whisper goes through the crowd. Finally, I form a line now. Okay. Tallest to smallest. What? No cutting. Oh heck yeah, we're about to wipe the floor with you, Buster. Wait, what? I don't even play video games. I'm not really a gamer either. Too bad, consider it the blood tax. I want to protest further, but Olivia's head turns towards me with a pleading look on her face. Besides, you think I want to put my hands on that thing? Who knows? We're in. Sorry. We're in! And go! Yes! Come on, Liz, it won't be that bad. You're still by the Braccio booth, right? Hold tight, I'll come get you now. How long is her fucking neck? Damien pushes back through the small group around us, following Liz's neck to find the rest of us. To find the rest of her. Her head swivels around and gives chase, her pleas to not have to play falling on deaf ears. Braccio booth? Braccio booth? The arcade's claustrophobic, so Brachiosaurs tend to bump into everyone, including each other. There's some lawsuits, so now there's a few platform places where people like her can sit and reach everything. There's even some water fountains attached. Doesn't stop things from getting tangled when there's multiple, but it's something. Lore. In the end, Liz must have relented because she shuffles to the rest of the group. Fine, let's just make this quick. Liz reluctantly steps forward towards the arcade cabinet. The crooked smile forms on the self-proclaimed champion's face. It doesn't take long for Liz to completely lose. The large ankylosaur's hands move like a blur as they dance across the controls, plummeting their digital opponent into the ground. As boastful as he was earlier, he at least proved that he has skill at Juraskick. The screen displaying perfect only after a minute against Liz. Liz crosses her arms and starts heading back to the old seat that labeled booth. In the booth, headed in tow with a pal. She leans his head back against his clapped hands to make sure that it was no big deal. Next victim. Damien steps to the cabinet and jams his hand in his pocket for his change. Is there a whole piggy bank in there? Haven't seen your group around before. Tourists? Huh? Oh no. Liv and I used to come here all the time. Life's been tough, you know, so we've got some friends to come along for this trip down memory lane. I'm in the mood a bit. But it hasn't changed much in the years either. Aha! He hoists the quarter high and jams it into the slot. Once more, the screen lights up and the character selection music busts in. Buster considers this as a selection and ultimately chooses the same character. Damien jams the button and picks his right hand with... What's with the death glare? Damien just picked a counter to his character. Probably expect all of us to be beginners. Buster does seem a bit more tense now. Been a while since then. Tough. Her explanation is cut short when her words are take on a scratchly quality behind them. Hey, you okay? What? I'm fine. I can go refill your canteen pretty quick. Sure, thanks. Reaches behind her and unhooks the severely dented water bottle from her chair. There's something to look for Christmas. That Buster guy said there's water by the Branchiosaurus booth. How do you say? Branchio booths. Although I can't imagine the water is very good. Christmas? What? What am I thinking? I haven't gotten anyone a gift like that before. Oh, good thing, you're just getting some water. Head deeper into the arcade towards the center, passing through the aisle lit by game screens. You guys done already? No, just refilling Olivia's bottle. Guess I'm going to miss Damien's match. Say, Liz, this sticker here, what is it? Her head comes close as she eyes the brand on the canteen. Oh, that's from some really old show. Like back in the 90s old. Why? Just curious is all. Well, I never really asked Olivia about it. Maybe I should after all, I recall watching a video essay about it once. I thought I could never really get into older stuff. The animation always looks so choppy. Recapping the bottle, I lead Liz's head back to the fighting game section. It's surprising and Damien and Buster are still playing the game. This time, both of their hands slamming fiercely at the controls. A crowd has even formed around the duo, exchanging low whispers as they watch the old CRT screen. I picked out Olivia at the front of the crowd, close to the cabinet so she's able to watch clearly. She's hyper-focused to the point that when I switch the bottle in front of her, she leans over and keeps watching. Evil it is then. Hold the canteen above her muzzle and carefully tip it over. A few drops fall on her face. Her tongue laps along her lips and swipes up the nourishment drops before glaring at me. Hey! There you go, fresh from the lantern. R. She takes the bottle and downs most of it right away before clearing her throat. Thanks. How's Damien's match going? Well... he's getting too aggressive. He is? Yeah, Buster picked a rushdown character and Damien picked the zoner to keep Buster at distance. Problem is, zoners are notoriously bad when it comes to footsies, and even worse when mix-ups. Which means if Buster is able to get into Damien's hurt box, he is gonna be super punished and might even lose the set in a single... Wait a second. I'm human. Oh, okay, that. Okay. Damien has to keep his distance. Not looking good for him. Oh, crap. Olivia and I watch from the sidelines. Over the next few seconds, Buster pulls off an impressive series of moves that crushes Damien's character into the ground. Almost like he was waiting for us to get back. Wow. You actually know how to play. Buster jams an accusing finger in my way, all as though marking me for death. You're next. Damien's expression carries a hint of disappointment as he steps away from the cabinet, but he quickly peps up and reassumes his usual jovial self. Just me and Olivia left. Now he nervously steps to the cabinet. A plethora of characters in a vigorous fighting pose to stare back at me, each with their own promise of victory. I recall an old saying Coach Sully said, "If we don't know what we're doing, then the opposing team certainly can anticipate our further actions." I tap my joystick over to the large question mark in the middle of the screen. It is highlighted. To the astonishment of spectators and my visibly nervous opponents, the game begins. My opponent beside me seems exceptionally calm as he manipulates his controls, compared to me, trying out every button and stick figure to figure out what the heck I'm doing. Unlike Damien, who at least knew what he was doing to hold his own against the bloated Buster, I was getting the digital crap kicked out of me. Every attempt I made was met by a character being grabbed and thrown in some ridiculous elaborate way. By the time the perfect announcement played on the screen, I can feel my wrist cramping from the crazy amount of button mashing I'd done under a minute. At least I lasted a little longer than Liz. Don't feel too bad. I am the best here after all. His snort filled laughter grates on my ears as I walk back to my friends. All of them seemed staring daggers at the pasty-scaled dino. The rest of the crowd are in uproar, along with him, and I can feel my ears heated up in the attention. Olivia's eyes are narrowed as she wheels herself into position, her tail lashing roughly against the crowd as she waits for the laughter to die down and for her turn to finally begin. The music is dying down. Oh, here we go. She's locked in. Buster chuckles to himself while cracking his knuckles. I just finished wiping the floor with your friends and while hardly breaking a sweat. Just so you know who you're really dealing with, I'm Buster O'Nuts, achiever of octaves in the annual Juraskick Wisconsin E-Tournament, demolisher of Ikura, second best player of 2007-2012, and co-leader of the Midwestern branch of the Mighty Mammoth Gamer Guild. You won't look bad for ducking out. Or are you ready to get busted? Oh, shut up. You're fat. You know you can still back out of this. Olivia's response is to insert coins slowly without breaking eye contact with Buster, with only what I can assume to describe as a predatory leer. She then slams her fist on the start button. Buster instantly moves his cursor towards a different character. Damien next to me lets out a soft gasp. What's wrong? Buster's character is like 3 kinds of bullshit is what's wrong. What? Well, for one, he's usually a for one thing, he's usually a gentleman's ban in tourneys, and his mouth is moving all but all that comes out is alien words. Buster lets out a chuckle and turns to Olivia, giving her a smug grin. Olivia doesn't seem fazed by Buster's character choice, clicking her joystick lazily. As soon as Olivia picks her character, the game's announcer blares on the game announcer blares the name out loud. Wani Long. Wani. Is it Wani Hug or Wani? Wani Long. Damien turns to me. The excitement on his face is overbearing. That's Olivia's main. Oh man, this is gonna be a hell of a fight if Olivia's breaking her out. So is this Wani Long character good? Shortest explanation you'll understand is yes. What's the long one? If you don't know what a shoto is, it'll take too long to explain here. While Damien rambles on, I recall Olivia's motivation just to get here. That look she had. That more than anything piques my curiosity. So, how good is Olivia with her? Olivia's replies only give me a wide grin. Oh, you'll see. A loud soundbite from the cabin speaker signals the start of Olivia's match. Given the way Damien spoke of Olivia's skill, like it was derived from ancient scroll, I expected to be a flurry of pixelated beatdowns and tactical controller play, but instead, it looked like nothing at all. On the large display, both characters were just shifting back and forth. The joysticks in Olivia and Buster's hands clacking around furiously. Honestly, it looked like they're attempting to make a digital avatar's tap dance. Ooh! Wait, did I miss something? I didn't want to turn my eyes away from the game in case anything happened. No, like they're trying to get a read on each other. It's like they're trying to predict what the other one will do so they can counter it and steal the match. Oh. So they're like there's a heavy crack and a thump on the floor in front of me. Olivia's tail is at the base of the cabinet while Buster's while Buster's Thagomizer had managed to crack the concrete floor beneath him. On the screen, the character finally made combat and sent each other flying in the opposite direction. Behind me, the crowd just started cheering and finally excited there's something actually happening. And Damien is hollering next to me, cheering on Olivia with all his might. Oh, this is awesome. Also, her neck is... How actually long is her neck? It looks like it extends whenever it needs to. Though the excitement dies down again as the duo resumes their Saigo posturing. My eyes darted between Olivia and Buster. Olivia is completely absorbed in their match. Her eyes are wide and full of killing intent. Buster, on the other hand, seems like he can barely contain his fury. 10 seconds on the clock, Olivia comes in clutch, punishing Buster's character with an impressive string of attacks. He manages to get away with a pixel of health just as the time limit runs out. Winner! Wani Long! The crowd goes nuts as Olivia's victory is announced. And you know what? I can't help but cheer along with them. Olivia slumps back in her mobile seat and lets out a sigh before returning to her original position. Buster lets out a snort, twists and touches his neck and cracks his knuckles before once again gripping the controls tight. Round 2. Clash and Trash. The crowd returns to a silent state of observing the match closely, only low murmurs as they gawk at the two highly skilled players. The words passed around reach me, attempting to draw my eyes away. Weird for him. Surprised he's not doing the... Is he playing with her? Come on, Olivia! Damien shouts above the rest of them nearly blew my eardrums, but I shared his sentiment as the stylized characters exchange simple blows. The timer continues to tick down, Buster once again being put on the defensive. With how all of the previous bouts went, Buster always had control with how all the previous bouts went, Buster always had control with a cutthroat level of offense, but I don't think of him as being this passive. The countdown once again hits 0, this time with Olivia's character slouching in defeat. The crowd cheering again, though less enthusiastically than before. You got this, Olivia. Just one more win and you're a champ again. Olivia's shoulders tense up with what he said, and the eyes stared directly at her. Damien, come on, Hot Wheels, show me you're the best. She groans a bit before refocusing on the screen. The group simmers down into silence in anticipation for the start of the final match. The sudden silence actually catches me off guard for a second. Long enough for my own doubts to catch up to me. Buster's playstyle, it's like he's not really trying. Oh no. Something's gonna happen. Okay, what's going to happen? The match starts and the hype flares right back up. That's stupid of me to think he's going gamer bro champion type. He's got way too much to lose. And yet... Hey Damien. Yeah? You notice anything off about how Buster is playing? You noticed it too? I guess I'm not just paranoid then. He's doing something. What Puck is doing? Like, I didn't really watch your match, but was he always so passive? No. But like, these two are going crazy. Maybe it's all mind games. As if he's going to throw the game and let her win. We'll again back at the ongoing battle on the screen and I take notice of Buster's hand movements. Olivia launches her character into a furious combo. Sure enough, Buster hesitates just enough to let his finger get hit by the first blow. That's brilliant timing. This is crazy. Huh? Then it hits me all at once like a freight train. Where Buster's looking down at Olivia. He didn't want to take her challenge. All the excuses he was giving. He's a virgin. But also, he's throwing the whole match, isn't he? Damn it. Even here, Olivia was right. Damien, I think he's taking it easy on her. You think so? Damien takes a moment to ponder what I said. Dang. Even here. That's what I was thinking. Should we do something? Well, interrupt the match? Everyone else is having fun. The crowd whoops again. Only now, sounded a different, hollow, mocking. Damien's frill sags with concerned. He turns to me. What we came here is for a good time. If you can't tell, what's the harm? Jeez. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do. I hate that he's right. I could stand up for her, but thinking back to the conversation with Mia, saying up to her didn't really pay off either. That was a while ago. I don't know. I was with the crowd again. The match is about halfway done, judging by the remaining health pools. I know Olivia doesn't normally like doesn't like this from strangers, but I'm no longer a stranger to Olivia. She knows my intentions. We're friends. Off screen, I looked at the characters about to strike one another with their feet. I got my hands on my mouth. Go, Olivia! You got this! Oh god. Damien's reaction. Damien recoils from my scream. Or maybe I popped his eardrum, judging by the glare he levels at me. He then raises 2 fingers to his mouth. Oh, the whistle. Heck yeah, you got this! Even Liz tries to join in, shouting down at the crowd with her own cheers. Oh, you know it would be cool? Oh no, he's gonna distract her. No! Oh. Why did I pick that? Damn it. Yeah, go Hot Wheels, go! No! 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 Olivia flinches and turns her head back to look at us a bit. Curiously, so does her opponent. She's just cheering and does her usual disapproving frown. No way, I'm sticking to my guns. Eyes on the screen, Hot Wheels, he's gonna get you. Beat him, he's not looking. She stares right through the crowd at me. Only an instant, but it feels longer. Her subtle scowl cracks, and it completely folds behind a smirk at us. She faces the screen with her renewed vigor. Buster shakes his head out and snaps to snap himself out for his own slog. Looks like he's only intending to lose by a little, then pick up the pace. But he's picking up the pace now. Only time. Match time is out. Ah! Dang it. We're on another round. People need a winner. Actually, mind if we use the restroom real fast? Shit, yeah. It's down that way. Olivia turns and smiles at me. It's warm. Then she was off to the restroom. Buster waits for her to be out of the earshot and scrambles for Damien and I. Hey, you two. You guys weren't serious, right? Huh? You were saying Hot Wheels. That's not really her, right? The Hot Wheels from a decade ago? Yep, it's her. Why? Damn, I feel like a jackass now. You were throwing for her, weren't you? A little. Your buddy Finhead gave me some sob story about her during our own match, and I felt bad, okay? Who wants to be known as the asshole who picks on cripples? Oh, Buster. Buster was gonna be a hospital to the young lady. Who the fuck? Shut the. Yo, Buster, you simping? Piss off! Yeah, I didn't really mean to disrespect her or anything. Crap, I didn't know she had a history here. I should have more respect than that, he sighs. What do you do now? I'll play for real. It's what she deserves. That's all we ask. Buster nods and turns the thumbs up. Okay, he's not a complete asshole. He cracks his knuckles and neck in preparation for his first legitimate match of the day. You're still kind of simping, though. Shut the hell up, Dave. I don't know who Dave is, but maybe a sip of water. Olivia returns, slid into the machine once more. I swear, I might feel so bad if Olivia just gets, like, completely pummeled when he starts trying. Thanks for waiting. No problem, ready? You know it. At least I hope that there's, like, a gentleman's, like, they lose, but they don't, like, you know, get upset or anything. Good, because you're going down this time. Let's go, the angle's back! They give each other one last competitive leer before putting all the focus on the screen. Just a moment before Buster chooses the OP character and Olivia picks Wang Long. As soon as the game's announced yells fight, Buster immediately goes in for a kill. The total opposite of how he was playing last match. Catches Olivia off guard for moments, leading her character to eat a massive combo that takes away a good chunk of her health. True to his words, he wasn't holding back this time for Olivia's sake, dealing her the same level of beatdown and brutality he gave to the opponents before her. This seems to only invigorate her, putting her skills and hands into overdrive. Even the Buster was going full force, Olivia still manages to get Wani Long to land a few punches and kicks along with evading some attacks. The crowd seemed to notice the reappearance of Buster's lethality, causing an uproar of cheers and whoops. Damien, of course, follows suit. You got this, Hot Wheels, kick his ass! You got this, Hot Wheels, kick his ass! But can't let them be on the only one, right? Show him why you're the champ! Unfortunately, not even Olivia can beat Buster's true fighting skills, like his previous opponents. KO! Bold wins. The crowd is a mix of groans and cheers and excitement as the ill-fated defeat of Olivia. Buster crosses his arms, basking in his self-pride into beating the legendary Hot Wheels. Damn, you really handed my ass to me. Didn't I say it was kind of a big deal here? Yeah. But I gotta admit, you gave me a real challenge. I see why you're known as the champ. Wait, known as champ or known as? Yeah, as a champ. Thanks. Yeah, for a rematch, you know where to find me. Okay, good. He's not a total asshole. Okay, I misjudged him. He was an asshole at first. With that, Olivia makes her way to us, a smile beaming across her face. Alright, who's next? We exit the crowd into a more spacious part of the arcade. That was awesome, Liv. Yeah, you really gave him a run for his money. I know, right? I mean, I know I'm a bit rusty, but the moment I got my hands on the controls, he gave me a real fight. I was so close to beating him. Despite having been outmatched and losing to Buster, she seems to be having even more fun than ever. I'm feeling all jittery after that fight. That's the Gamers Rush settling in you. Hey, you know they sell food here, right? We should get some snacks and celebrate. How long have I been recording? Go a little bit more. Hey, you know that they sell food here, right? We should get some snacks and celebrate. Well, I was smelling grease. I was just gonna assume it was. He takes his own order and starts marching off in another direction. Damien, wait for the rest of us. Food, huh? You know what? I could go for a little something. Yeah? It's getting pretty late. Come on, they went this way. Olivia starts plowing through the crowd once more. Oh boy, this again. I'll call it exercise. ... The bar is a small cutaway from the rest of the building, segregated by a different style, tilling the bright or fluorescent lighting. There's not a lot of options aside from picking what you'd expect. Pizza, ice cream, chicken strips, pickles, and the like. When Damien asked for 2 slices of pizza, Liz got excited. The moment he got his food, however, he was already eating one while holding the other. She seemed really annoyed, but took his offer to let him pay for her food. He offered to pay for Olivia and myself, but the last thing I want for him to do is drain his wallet any further, knowing their living situation. It's really over $10, so it's not like it bothers me. Olivia had gotten an order of chicken wings slathered in hot sauce. I just went with the classic chicken strips and one of those sodas I recognized from the scope vending machine. We take a seat at one of the few open tables, and I struggle to not think about how often they're cleaned. Damien doesn't bother sitting with us, just heading back into the fray with both arms occupied by his dinner. Liz falls after Damien, keeping track of him. At least her head does. Olivia barely sets her tray down before... crunch. I suddenly... Oh, it's more like a... I subtly shift myself away from the maelstrom of molars and claws. Damien probably said he'd cover the meal because he knew Olivia wouldn't like this. Or wouldn't get... Oh, so because he knew Olivia wouldn't get like this. Sheesh, Hot Wheels. Do you want some actual meat on that? Didn't even know the wing bones could get that big. Olivia responds by snapping the bone in between her teeth. Oh, damn. Marrow squirts out a little, and she gets a napkin to wipe her cheek. Suddenly, my own chicken tender meal looks like even more unsavory. So I push it aside and closer to the toothed tornado. It only takes a moment for her to accept my offering with no manners whatsoever. Thank you. Don't mention it. So, after we finish, any other plans? Olivia ponders my words while rolling the bone around in her mouth like it's a lollipop stick. It's just a chicken bone, Inko. An oddly large chicken bone. Cannibalism! Feathered dinosaurs! I don't know. I've basically done all I wanted to do now. Damien's probably got another 20 minutes before he burns out. I'm cool to hang here unless you want to go do something. Nah. I actually don't play games much. I have fun playing with you though. Olivia looks away for some reason. We should do this sort of thing more often. Yeah? Of course. Never had this much fun outside of my previous schools, mainly because I never had any friends to hang out with. That's kinda sad. It is, but it looks like moving here was a change for the better. Plus, it's just fun hanging out with you. Though stained with sauce, Olivia's lips curl into a smile. And Liz and Damien, of course. So I have to admit, the way Liz gravitates toward Damien, it's almost like she has all of this set up. Wait, it's almost like she had all this set up. What do you mean? Well, okay, Olivia's gonna drop some lore on why they're not dating. Well, Damien and Liz are pretty close to me, which is using this as an opportunity for them to get closer. It's almost like we're on a double date or something. Why did you say that? Double, I mean there's 2 dates, which means who are you? She jerks back to make completely attentive. Did I say something? Really? Yeah, it's kind of funny. Since being up pretty often, people might. Oh my. Inko! Learn to shut your mouth! Please! How'd you say that to her? How'd you say that to her face? There was blush on her cheek, though. Since we hang out together pretty often, people might start thinking we're together. And shock! Oh. Her tail. Something looks into my back. Ah! If it grabs hold of her tail. Crap, sorry. Goosiness. Yeah. I had fun today. Going out like this is for the first time in ages, seeing this place again, it's nice. That buster guy said they renovated a bit for the last few years. Has anything else changed? Maybe looks in the depths of the arcade, looking for anything different. You know what? I think the wallpaper's changed. But other than that, turns back to me with a nostalgic grin. No, it stayed the same. You know what has changed though? What? The people here. What, like the employees? Them too, but I meant the regulars. When we came here, the place was always more... Her tongue probes her cheek as she considers different words. More... hectic? No, more packed. It was so easy getting through here today. I recall her almost running some people over and across to get across the building. And with that, she looks back. With that look she had back then, I don't think she's even noticed if she had. Olivia's gaze lingers back towards the arcade machines. Back then, every machine was crowded, a lot loud. It was a lot louder, and there was always this something in the air that had everyone excited. What about when you and that guy were playing Juraskick? Okay, yeah, it was like that. But way more. I felt every machine had a crowd around it. Everyone just getting crazy, and it was always a pain to wait your turn. With the heaviest of sighs, Olivia turns towards me. This feels empty, like everything else nowadays. I mean, empty is good. You're able to get around pretty easily. Near hit and runs notwithstanding. Personally, the place feels crazy to me. Even here with the tiny food court, I can feel rumbling loudness of all the people in the here resonate through my body. Her only response to give me was a non-committal hum. Olivia handles her flask carefully, staring down the sticker I had noticed earlier with a wistful look. I remember that Liz mentioned something about it being an old show she used to watch. Say, I noticed a sticker once to refill it. What's it from? Oh, that's from an old anime that I remember watching growing up. Nothing very special. From some anime, huh? What's it about? Oh my god. That face. You know what? We're gonna pause there. I'm gonna pause the game there. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. That was quite hectic. Yeah, so if you all enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Also, I just realized there is a lot of freaking... Oh, there's auto saves? Quick saves. Honestly, what? This one's saved in the middle of him is sprite turning. Okay, but yeah, so we got that. I hope that you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.